This is tutorial number 84, and it covers how to make the dish in your rim within SOLIDWORKS. Now to start off, let's open up the 81 rim that you've made yourself or that I've included on the DVD. And what we're going to do with this rim is we're going to reverse engineer the dish coming out of it like we did for the tire. So to do this, let's open up the 81 rim, click File, Save As a copy, and I've already done it. We have the tutorial 84 dish. So just save it as a copy. Once you've done that, close the 81 rim and open up the 84 dish. And like the other with the tire, we're going to reverse engineer from the original sketch. So let's click Edit Sketch, click the front view, and with this, it's totally up to you. You can make whatever you want. The only parameters or dimensions that you really have to follow is that we're going to make this little corner is going to be where the dish begins, and it has to end up in line with this axis here. So this is a free-for-all. It's up to you. Be creative, make whatever you want. So I'm just going to do a basic one, just a little simple one. And make sure that you see that blue dotted line there. And this dimension here, it's going to be the radius of where you're going to be bolting, I guess, like your rim to your hub or rotor. So you can make it whatever size of like your hub or rotor is going to be, that's what you'd make it to. This tutorial, I'm just going to make this 30 with like the radius, and same with the bottom. And with the bottom, it doesn't really matter. You're not really going to see it, so it doesn't have to be perfect, doesn't have to be exact. And I'm going to add a little bit of a curve here. I'm going to make this 30. Actually, I'm going to make it a little bit more. Let's make it 50. Now, once you have everything in place, doesn't really matter where you have this bottom line. It's up to you. You can play around with it. If you want to make it look nicer, you can do it, but you're not going to really be seeing it. So once you have your dish, the basic outline, make sure it's touching these corners, comes out from there, and that this line here is in parallel with this axis. Now we can go around and delete some lines. So let's select these lines here that we don't need. You can do it one by one. I'm selecting them all at once. And also delete this axis here. Click delete, yes to all. And now you're left with just the profile of your dish. Now click OK. You're going to have a problem. Don't worry about it. Click no. Close it. Delete the revolve that we had before. And let's make a new one. And we're going to revolve it around this line here. And you can see the preview. Click OK. And now you have just the basic dish from what we're going to use to cut out and make the rim, the total tire, and assembly from. Now, after you've made it, if you don't like it, all you have to do is just right click, edit the sketch, and you can change some of the parameters. So say we want to drag this down, you can drag it up. Let's drag this up just to show you an exaggerated. So let's click OK. And now you can see that it changed the dish or the insert there. So you just go toggle between the two, play around with it until you like what you're seeing. So from this dish, we're going to be making the holes, the cutouts, and we'll be completing our tire and rim assembly. And that concludes our tutorial on how to make the dish for the rim within SOLIDWORKS.